Today we'll start the Wurtz factor calculation. So how to calculate the Wurtz factor? The Wurtz factor is represented by I. And how to calculate Wurtz factor? That's I is your total number of moles after association or dissociation divided by initial moles. That is the total number of moles after association or dissociation divided by initial moles. And this I can also be calculated by using the formula calculated molecular mass by observed molecular mass, that is also equal to pi observation by pi calculation, that is also equal to delta Tp of observation by delta Tp of calculation, that is equal to delta Tf of observation divided by delta Tf of calculation. So this is the general formula to calculate the I or Wurtz factor. Calculated value means that is your theoretical, observation means molecular. M stands for molecular mass, pi stands for osmotic pressure, delta Tb stands for elevation in boiling point, and delta Tf stands for depression in freezing point. And we'll study all this part in the colligative properties. I will go for how to calculate the I value by using the formula this first. So when we calculate the I value, we should know first our solution is a electrolytic solution or non-electrolytic solution. If the solution is a non-electrolytic solution, means through which the electricity cannot pass, for those type of solution I is always equal to 1. Why? Because we know the formula of I is total number of moles after association or dissociation divided by initial moles. As the solution is non-electrolytic solution, so there is no association, no dissociation. So the initial mole is equal to also the total moles of solute in solution. That indicates I will be x by x, and that will always equal to 1 for the non-electrolytic solution. But if you will take the electrolytic solution, how will calculate the I value? So I want to take a electrolytic solution. So I want to take one electrolytic solution, and in which the solute undergoes dissociation. So if solute undergoes dissociation or association, then I not equal to 1. If I not equal to 1, then we can calculate the I value by for dissociation of solute in solution as well as the association of solute in solution. Let's say first of all I will go for the dissociation. So if I will go for the dissociation, let's say you are taking a solute of A, which on dissociation inside the solvent gives A1, A2, A3, like that up to n number of moles of ions. So at the time t equal to 0, if I want to take 1 mole, so at the time there is no ions or no dissociation. After time t, this is the initial time, after time t, let alpha mole dissociate. Then how many mole will be left? 1 minus alpha. So what is the alpha? Alpha stands for degree of dissociation. So this is alpha is your degree of dissociation. So how many mole of ions or how many mole is dissociate? Alpha mole dissociate. How many mole you will get here? You will get n alpha. Because if it is 1, then you are getting the n mole. If it is alpha, then you will get the n alpha. So that implies what is I? I is the total number of moles after association or dissociation divided by initial moles. So what is the total number of moles here after dissociation? This plus this. The total number of moles after dissociation is 1 minus alpha A moles, 1 minus alpha of A is there, plus n alpha amount of dissociate ions formed, divided by what is the initial moles? I have taken the initial moles is 1. So I is your 1 minus alpha plus n alpha divided by 1. So I can write that is your 1 plus alpha whole into n minus 1 by 1. So I am getting I is equal to 1 plus alpha whole into n minus 1 by 1. So here n minus 1 is always positive because n is a whole number. As n minus 1 is always positive and it is greater than 0, so that indicates that 1 plus alpha whole into n minus 1 should be greater than 1. That indicates that here I is greater than 1. So if the solute inside the solution undergoes dissociation, then I can say its I value is greater than 1. So its I value is greater than 1. Let will prove by using an example. So how the I is greater than 1 for the dissociation. For example, let's say you are taking a solute of sodium carbonate inside the solution. So you are taking Na2CO3. How many mole you are taking? You are taking the 2 mole of Na2CO3 in solution, and let's say it is 30% dissociate. After the time 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, let it is 30% dissociate, and we want to calculate its I value. So how we will calculate? I will take, let's say, Na2CO3, which on dissociation gives 2 Na plus CO3 2 minus. At the initial time t equal to 0, the number of moles of solute present is 2 moles. At that time there is no ion formed, that will be 0 0. After time t, that is 5 minutes, according to the question, it is 30% dissociate. So what is the 30% of 2? 30% of 2 is 0.6. So that is 2 into 30 by 100. So that is your 6 by 10. It is your 0.6. So 0.6 moles of Na2CO3 out of 2 mole dissociate. So the left is 2 minus 0.6. So that is your 1.4. So if it is 0.6 mole dissociate, how many mole of Na plus you will get? If it is 1 mole dissociate, you will get the 2 mole. So if it is 0.6 mole dissociate, you will get 2 into 0.6 mole. That is 1.2 moles. And how many mole of carbonate you will get? How many mole of carbonate you will get? You will get the carbonate is 0.6, because if it is 1 mole dissociate, you will get the 1 mole. If it is 0.6 mole dissociate, you will get the 0.6 moles. So that implies I can write what is the I value for it. Its I value is the total number of moles after dissociation. So what is the total number of moles after dissociation? 1.4 mole of sodium carbonate, 1.2 mole of Na plus, and 0.6 mole of CO3 2 minus. The total number of moles after dissociation is 1.4 plus 1.2 plus 0.6 divided by, what is the initial moles I have taken? Initial moles I have taken is 2. So that is equal to, I can write that is 2.6 and plus 0.6, 3.2. 2.6 plus 0.6, 3.2 divided by 2. So that is your 1.6, and its value is greater than 1. So that indicates that here the I is greater than 1, and it is 1.6. So we can say if a solute undergoes dissociation, then its I value is always greater than 1. On the next class, I will go for the association.